Hi John, obviously a lot of work going in to clear the pitch today, but I think that performance more than made up for it.
Yeah, a big thank you to all the volunteers that came along this morning and helped us out. You know, I arrived here myself at 11:20, the pitch was covered, and you pick up the snow shovel and you just get on it, because it is hard work. The club eventually put out a little bit of an SOS to come and give us a hand, and so we thank everyone that came along and helped out. Without that, the game wouldn't go ahead, and we wouldn't be standing here talking about such a great performance for the team. The boys were fantastic today, 5 different goal scorers, such an entertaining performance. You know, the football we played, Calvin Miller just absolutely unstoppable right now. He's unplayable. 5 different goal scorers, starting with Liam Henderson, a great header. It's a great corner kick played in by Calvin, and then one of the corner kicks will work. There's a couple of variations to it, and Calvin picks the right one by coming inside, and he just takes the ball away in the far corner. So we're 2 goals up, third goal, great ball in for Calvin Miller, and Big Ross getting in the back area, great header, exactly what we're looking for him to do. So 3-0 up, 15 minutes, absolutely flying. You know, couldn't be better. And then I think there's quite a bit of passing involved in the 4th goal, I think. I've not seen it all back. And it's really set up for Bad Spencer to come on and get a great strike in just from about the 18-yard box. And so 4-0 half time, absolutely delighted. It gave us a wee chance to pat 1 or 2 guys in the back, 1 or 2, nothing serious injuries, just a little bit knocks here and there. No point taking any sort of chances, just to a bit precautionary, nothing to worry about with Brad and with Hendo. So we keep them nice and fresh for the games coming up. We've got a really good squad here, and we've got to try and use the squad to keep everybody motivated. You know, so we made 2 subs at half time, we make 3 10 minutes into the second half. And Gary Oliver comes up with an amazing goal as well, and we could have added as well. So absolutely delighted. As I say, we end up getting 5 subs on. You're probably not going to make changes at the back if you don't have to. We've made changes to the front 4 and the 2 guys in central midfield. So great to be able to do that, give other guys game time, keep everybody like involved, feeling like part of the whole thing, because we're going to need the whole squad. You know, it's a great performance, 5 goals, it helps the goal difference. Can't compliment the players anymore. You know, the players have been different class, absolutely different class since they came in June to start pre-season, and the way they've gone about it. 23 games unbeaten, 23 points a quarter, another 23 points a quarter. It's significant. 46 points. You know, after 18 games, again, absolutely fantastic. So I can't praise, the players enough, and I'll always kind of go back to the volunteers that turned up, the ground staff here, the one backroom staff, myself, Smudger, Tony, Matty, Hendo, Alec, all the guys got a shovel and helping remove the snow. So a great big thank you. Hope all the fans have had a great Christmas, and we would like to wish them a happy new year when it comes.
You said yourself, obviously 5 different scorers today. What is it like when being able to share the goals around the team and not just rely on a single goal scorer?
Yeah. The teams that I've worked with, that's always been the case, more or less. We had Kevin Nisbet at Raith Rovers, and he did score a lot of goals for us. But after that, we had players who, teams that would score, the goals would be spread out. We have so many options in the team who can score goals, and that's what's happening. We've got, as I say, 5 different goal scorers today. Absolutely different class. Last week we've got 2 centre backs scoring. Ross scores last week, he scores this week. So we're getting returns from every area of the pitch. One of the last games here, maybe Leon should have scored. Maybe in the game against Kelty, it may well have been against him 6 yards out, right in the middle of the goal. Hits it right at the goalkeeper. So we get our full-backs forward. Finn Yates has scored this season. We're getting goals from everywhere, and we'll get more goals as we go along, because we've got a lot of talent here.
That's 23 games unbeaten now this season. That's equalled the club record. What's it like to almost write this team into Falkirk history?
Yeah, it's an added, pat in the back, whatever. We're delighted to be able to do that. We're delighted to have that, acclaimed. We want to go more. We want to go more. We want to go more. We start 2024 with 2 home games. We're here to Queen of the South and then Cove. We've got to take 1 game at a time, but we're here next Saturday, the 6th of January. Queens have done quite well against us. They gave us 2 tough games, and we need to be prepared and ready for that. when it's, next Saturday when it comes along. But yeah, again, it's a big compliment to all the players, everyone involved here, that we've managed to get that record. We want to try and extend that record.
You talked about having the ability to make changes at half time, and one of the players you brought on was Stephen McGlynn. Obviously he's had a hard time this season in terms of battling injuries. What's it like to get him back on the pitch for 45 minutes? Yeah,
his experience is invaluable to us. You can see the quality he's got. His knee's never going to be great, but he's got a part to play, and I'm delighted to get him on the park. He played in the reserve game for about 45 minutes a couple of weeks back, and then he played whatever it was, 20 minutes last week down at Annan, something like that, and then he's managed to get half a game here. So kind of building him up and building him back into it. But we've got a strong squad. There was no real reason other than to precautionary taking off Brad and Hendo, who had both scored in the game. So we've got a right strong squad, and the guys on the bench are having to push the guys who are in contention, who have got a hold of the jersey. So it's breeds for a good competition.
And obviously that's the January transfer window just about to open. Is there any thoughts on potentially adding to the squad as well?
The squad's good. The squad's good. The bench is good. Yeah. We might. I can't guarantee. I can't guarantee. We've kept Ethan Ross. We've brought in Ryan Shanley, and we've got a little bit money. It's a little bit. So, but from what's available out there, what's available to us with the money we've got, it'll be quite almost impossible to get somebody who's going to come in and make us better. And I'm not just going to bring somebody in for the sake of it, because I've got a full bench right now. I've got Ola sitting in the stand. Ryan Shanley's going to be available next week. Means somebody else. If he goes in the bench, means somebody else is sitting in the stand. So we've got a very, very strong squad here. So we all have to be realistic about that as well.
Well, thanks, John. Congratulations on the win. Thanks for your time, and have a happy new year when it comes.
Thank you. You too.